guys, welcome to Reading with Kayla. So guys, in my last video I gave you the down low of what is about to happen on the channel. So we've officially started. Yes, we have. So today I'll be reading a werewolf wattpad story. And remember, these books can be hot and steamy. Now, do not pay attention to me if I actually mispronounce some words. Some things your tongue can't slip on, you know? But anyways, let me read the description of the book and the title of the book. So the name of the book is Alpha Dylan. And it's done by Love Me 105. So you can go ahead, go and follow them, read it. If you want to read it by yourself, go on through it. Alright, so on the cover of the book it says rules are made to be broken, right? And it's a werewolf novel. Alright, here's the description. We have a fierce one, he mumbled. The noise! Now let me restart. We have a fierce one, he mumbled, trailing kisses down my neck, suckling just above my breast as he admired them, licking his lips. She said no, someone growled, the voice sending a shiver down my spine. Suddenly, the man was ripped off of me and I gasped as he was punched, his lifeless body falling to the floor and landing in a hump, blood drooling down from a busted lip. I stared in shock as my mate stood in front of me, his chest heaving as he growled. Glancing at the guy who had attacked me, after a few seconds he turned to me. His eyes, which were now black, piercing mine. I stood there motionless, my entire body shaking as I tried to regain my normal breathing rate. Go, my mate ordered, swallowing harshly. So, that's the description of the book. Now, me start get that already, you know. I think I can go for my phone right now. Me start get that already. And I don't think it's just from the book. So guys, I'll be back in a second. Chapter 1. You brought me to a club. I looked up at the massive building in front of me, the blazing crowd around me causing my hairs to ring as I shook my head. You brought me to a club? I asked, raising an eyebrow to Kayla, who stood next to me, her long blonde hair blowing in the wind. Kayla rolled her eyes, fluttering down her sparkling royal dress as she grabbed my hand. Oh, come on. It's my birthday. You said we could go anywhere I wanted. Yeah, I was thinking more of a fancy dinner or something. I laughed, tucking my wavy long chocolate-colored hair behind my hair. Please, giggled Kayla. Why do you think I forced you to wear this dress? Black is definitely your color, by the way. I rolled my eyes, crossing my arms over my chest, forcing my breast to rise up, almost spilling over the cups. Kayla nodded towards my chest, shaking her head. Better be careful there. You don't want to end up flashing anyone yet. I laughed, following Kayla into the club, the booming sound of the music giving me the sensation that my heart was beating in my throat, making me swallow a few times in an attempt to adjust. The club was packed full of people dancing, drinking, talking, and kissing, and the temperature was already causing me to break out into sweat. Drinks! Yelled Kayla over the music, yakking me over to the bar where we took a seat. A few muscular men eyeing us up, sending me a wink. 6 shots of tequila, each please, yelled Kayla to the bartender, who nodded politely. Maya stopped to Kayla, my eyes wide. You're crazy, no way. You only turned 21 once, Clara, she cheered, waving her hands up in the air. Plus, you didn't even celebrate yours. So we are partying enough for the both of us tonight. Gayla handed me a shot, nodding at me, waving. I huffed, tilting my head back, bringing the small glass to my mouth and allowing the buttery, acid-like substance to slide down my throat, causing me to wheeze. Gayla did the same, sticking her tongue out and gagging. This is so disgusting. Well, we've ordered them now, so we have to finish them, I announced, taking another glass to my mouth and shooting it, bouncing my leg viciously in an attempt to distract myself from the foul taste. After shouting, I kind of skip over something. That's the spirit, squeaked Gayla, taking 2 more shots and doing them one after the other, her eyes slightly watering. After shooting the rest of the tequila, Gayla glanced at me. Her eyes gazed over, and I could tell she was starting to feel the effects of the alcohol. "Wanna dance?" I asked, causing Gayla to nod encouragingly. We made our way over to the dance floor, the alcohol making it a little harder to walk. I squeezed past people, ducking down so I can fit between the small spaces between the couples dancing and kissing. I ran my hands through my hair, moving to the beat, the alcohol allowing me to let loose and feel carefree. Gayla laughed, spinning around, wiggling her lips, catching the attention of more than one guy. The beat of the music seems to create adrenaline within me, soaring through my body as I danced, my head becoming fuzzier by the second. My eyes met Gayla's, who winked at me as she groaned and some guy, his large hands holding her hips, almost pushing her harder against him as he moved to the beat. Suddenly, I felt someone grip my waist, pushing up against me and pulling me closer to their crotch, causing me to gasp. I twirled around, glancing up to see a dark-haired man behind me, his firm hands still grazing me. I stepped backwards, pushing his hands off me as I shook my head, flickering my brows. The muscular man looked down at me, smirking. "Oh, come on, don't be shy." "No, thank you," I mumbled, avoiding his glance, feeling uncomfortable. "Your friend seems to be enjoying it. Don't be so uptight," mocked the guy, laughing. "Just leave her alone," complained Gayla, glancing at the guy who held up his arms defensively. "Fine, Jesus," he mumbled, turning and making his way out of the crowd, disappearing. "And that is why I don't like clubs," I mumbled, often. Gayla smiled at me, flashing her fresh, white teeth. "Forget about it. He was a loser." He was. I nodded, suddenly feeling flustered. "I'm gonna go to pee. Yeah. I'm going to go and pee. I'll be back." Gayla flickered her eyebrows, nodding. "Do you want me to come with you?" I shook my head, my glance drifting to the guy she had ground up against her. "No, I don't want to spoil your fun. I'll just meet you back in a few minutes, okay?" Gayla nodded, turning to kiss the guy who she was grinding on, her arms wrapping around his neck, causing me to roll my eyes. I stumbled through the crowd, pushing past people as I became more and more flustered, feeling my breath and heart quickening. Everything in front of me became a blur as I squared my eyes, trying to make out the sign that led to the bathroom. But I was distracted by a strong aroma that was flowing the air. The musty, vanilla-like scent woofed up my nostrils as I looked around, trying to figure the source. Where is it coming from? Can you find it? I want to find that scent. I feel hectic, but also relaxed at the same time. The scent almost swooning me, calming me, my anxiety. I shook my head, pinching the brink of my nose, convincing myself that it was someone's perfume, and huffed, continuing to push past people. However, my balance was impaired, causing me to tumble over. My knees hitting the cold floor, sending a sharp pain swarming through me. I looked up embarrassed. I was sure my face was bright red, but I was thankful for the lack of light, knowing it was probably hiding it. I scanned the room in front of me as people turned to me concerned, multiple reaching out to help me up, but I was distracted by a small group of men who were standing in the corner glancing at the crowd in front of me with concern. They were all dressed in shirts and were all incredibly muscular. The thin cotton allowing all definition to be seen in their arms, backs, and chests, causing the crowd to despair. "Are you okay?" a girl asked me, causing me to be shaken out of my daydream. I cleared my throat awkwardly, stumbling to my feet as I knocked, cursing the crowd to despair. The scent of musk and vanilla was stronger now, causing me to flicker my brow, my mouth watering. Again, I scanned the room, focusing on the small group of men in the corner, all of them but one facing my direction. Something about me longed for him to turn around, and I didn't know why. I studied his back muscles, which were layered with a thin, pale blue shirt, sending shivers down my spine. Ooh, shivers. Just as I was about to make my way round the corner towards the bathroom, he turned around, his ocean blue eyes meeting mine, causing my breath to get trapped into my windpipes. The world seemed to stop around me as I looked into his eyes of this beautiful dark-haired man in front of me. He studied me for a few seconds, bringing his hand up to his stumper, scratching it, looking me up and down. I knew he was my mate, but his face was a mass of confusion and uncertainty, which caused my heart to palpitate. I'm panicking. I panicked, wondering if he actually liked what he saw, and I cut off my eye connection, dropping my gaze. I scrambled off around the corner, making my way through the hallway leading to the bathroom, but before I could get there, I was grabbed by the waist and pushed against the wall. I closed my eyes, waiting for tingles to erupt at the touch of my mate, but I didn't feel any. Confused, I opened my eyes, only to see the guy from earlier in front of me, his lips set in a firm line. "You embarrassed me earlier, sweetheart," he whispered, shaking his head. I inhaled a large breath, grinding my teeth and swallowing harshly. Not liking how close he was, he stepped forward until I could feel his alcohol-laced breath upon my face, causing me to turn my head, trying to squirm my way out of his grip. I don't deal well with being embarrassed," he mumbled in my neck. "Please stop," I begged, pushing on his chest as hard as I could, only for him to grab my waist and pin them against the wall, growling. "You know, begging will only turn me on even more," he chuckled, biting his lip and his piercing brown eyes boring into mine, sending panic rushing through me. "Get off of me," I growled, lifting my knee up quickly, but I was too short to reach anything, which only caused the man holding me to laugh. "We have a fierce one," he mumbled, tracing kisses down my neck, settling just above my breast as he admired them, licking his lip. "No, don't!" I yelled, tears brewing in my eyes, quickly shutting them in fear. "She said no," someone growled, the voice sending a shiver down my spine. Suddenly, he was ripped off of me, and I gasped as he punched his lifeless body, falling to the floor and landed in a hoop, blood drooling down from a busted lip. I stared in shock at my mate, who stood in front of me, his chest heaving as he growled, glancing at the guy who had attacked me. After a few seconds, he turned to me, his eyes which were now black, piercing mine. I stood there motionless, my entire body shaking, as I tried to regain my normal breathing rate. Go, my mate ordered, swallowing harshly. I turned, running down the hallway, back towards the dance floor, tears drooling down my eyes, down my cheeks as I cried. I knew I hated clubs. Wow. Should I go into chapter 2 today or do that next day after I post this video? Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and enjoyed how it started. So please do comment in the comment section and tell me how do you think the next part of the story will go. And if you have read the book before, don't give it away. All the wrong answers for you guys, okay? Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and click that post notification bell and all to get notified each time that I post a video. Mwah.